Hello, and thank you for watching Accelerate with Nerdio. In today's video, we're going to discuss how you can immediately begin logging into your Nerdio for Azure WVD environment once provisioning is completed. So our steps today will be to do a quick overview of the architecture, and then a review of the demo users we create and the demo desktops that we create during our initial provisioning. As always, we will link to relevant articles in the comments section, and I highly encourage you to visit help.nerdio.net for further information. So we do have a full architecture review video, so I'm just going to make this high level. We create 3 key infrastructure pieces in our initial provisioning, and that's a domain controller, a file server, and a Active Directory federation server. And we place these within a single VNet, and the domain controller and file server land in the LAN, and the federation server lands in the DMZ. If we flip to this architecture diagram, we can quickly see that, right? So Active Directory domain controller, file server, which is going to store FS logic profiles, are in the LAN, and then we have that proxy server in the DMZ subnet. So we also create 4 demo users. So we have 4 personas, one of them having some level of admin access. This allows you to immediately utilize some of the default security groups and things that we've created. Again, this is really just to be able to log in and kind of demo a very baseline non-customized environment. Authentication for those 4 users is going to be tied to the 4-digit account ID.nerdio.net. This does get federated. This domain is federated, so you will want to make sure that PRX01 is up and active if you're using that domain name to log in. And so how can you access the environment with the demo users? Well, you can immediately start logging in through the WVD gateway, through desktop assignment, which we'll show you in the admin portal, or maybe you're going to have an admin user that you will RDP to the infrastructure servers with. Please keep in mind there are restrictions in place. Only domain admins can RDP to DC01, and again, we do have a full video on setting that up. There are 2 demo desktops that get created. One is a personal dedicated WVD desktop, commonly named WVD001. There's also an initial pool that we build, Pool A. There will be a template for each of those, right? So the golden image is the template that's used to create dedicated desktops or additional pools. And there's also a template associated with that first pool, Pool A. That means that you can either immediately log into the resources that have been created, or you could edit those templates to create new resources to then log in and test against. And if we jump into the Nerdio admin portal, let's just kind of look at some of these items again. So when we think about users, right, if this was a fresh environment, we can see that I've got my default demo users. I've got Andy, Angie, Chad, and Sally. I can see that they have access to some resources. So Andy has that personal dedicated WVD001 desktop. If I wanted to log into that desktop from the dropdown, I can click the Log into Desktop button. All this is doing is pointing you back to Microsoft's desktop client that you can install, or the HTML5 client that you can then log into the desktop from. Again, this is a Microsoft Windows Virtual Desktop client. If you have any issues setting up or configuring that client, you may need to open a case with Microsoft. I can see that username. Again, there's the 4-digit account ID.nerdio.net. So that is what I can use to log in. And I can generate a new password for that user if needed. Again, I can also see that I've got pools that are available for assignment as well. So there's a Pool A assignment. If I were to click on Chad, who has no assignment, I could place him on a WVD resource. Again, the goal here is that you just want to simply be able to log in and see what logging into a desktop is going to look like. I'll wrap the video with that. Again, please keep in mind that you have the ability to immediately test an environment as soon as provisioning completes, as well as starting to customize it. Thank you for watching today's video. Take care.